Okay, good morning, and thank you for coming. I'm Dave Majenski. I'm the police chief here in Abington. I'll give you a brief synopsis, and I'll be certainly open to any questions that you may have. Yesterday morning, Sunday morning, at about 7:30, we got several calls regarding shots that were fired and two reported victims lying in the street. Abington police officers responded to the scene. When they arrived, and they actually went to Bates Street in Abington, they observed two individuals, again, lying in the street, suffering what appeared to be gunshot wounds. There were two individuals assisting, two women assisting. I think they were later found out to be wives of the victims, assisting the two individuals that were in the street. And there was also another individual who appeared to be holding gauze and wasn't actively assisting, but was there, and he was later found out to be the defendant, Rhys, R-H-Y-S Williams. He's 41 years old, and he's from Dorchester, Massachusetts. He was an EMS worker out of Boston EMS, and he had grabbed his EMS bag and was assisting the other. When the officers came upon him, he wasn't actively there, but he was holding gauze. Sorry about that. Rhys was subsequently later on charged with assault with intent to murder or maim, 2 counts of that. Assault and battery with a firearm, 2 counts of that. Discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a dwelling, and carrying a firearm while intoxicated.
Thank you.
The victims that were in the street were identified as a John Brinkman. He's 42 years old. He has a Marina Bay address in Quincy. He was shot in the leg. And a Paul Brinkman. They are brothers. He's 36 years old. He has a Hillside address in Hanover. He was shot in the chest area, point blank. John was treated and released. I believe that Paul is still being treated. Both are expected to live. So during the investigation, it was revealed that all of these individuals were at a benefit party for out in Norwood, at a local Elks Club out in Norwood. They were at a benefit party for a brother, one of the Brinkman's brothers, that had died unexpectedly. After the benefit, and apparently he worked for Mr. Brinkman, the person that the benefit was for, he worked for Boston EMS and had died unexpectedly. After the party, they all went to kind of an after-party get-together in an address in Abington at 59 North Avenue in Abington. And actually the defendant, Mr. Williams, had actually reportedly driven Paul Brinkman to the address. So they all got together. They were there for a benefit. They came back. They went to an after-hours get-together at a house in Abington. At some point, some sort of a disagreement occurred in the house. Mr. Williams was asked to leave, and by the way, Mr. Williams was reportedly the partner of the individual that they were having the benefit for. He worked with Boston EMS.
For one of the deceased Brinkman brother.
Exactly. He's asked to leave. He leaves the house. He waits out in front of the house for a little while. At some point, he's asked to move on, and he moves on down the street around to Bates Street, which is a short distance, a matter of yards, probably 100 yards around the corner. He parks his motor vehicle on Bates Street, reportedly goes out, walks up to the corner, and gets a cup of coffee, comes back, and on the way back, this is all a very short distance from the scene, walks back and goes back to the household and has a couple more words, goes back to the party, and again is asked to leave. He leaves. At some point, the two Brinkman brothers and the homeowner come out to the vehicle where it's parked. There's some sort of a verbal disagreement that occurs, a windshield of his vehicle, Mr. Reese's vehicle, which he is sitting in, is broken, and 2 shots are fired. The first one strikes John Brinkman in the leg. The second one is point blank to the chest area, right below the sternum, to Paul Brinkman, and strikes him in the chest. And that's pretty much where we sit.